Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. I am Pat from Pat's Path Predictor, and in this video I'm going to be taking a quick look at the snow totals that Washington D.C. and the surrounding area may get as the situation continues to develop. The latest radar scan, as you can see right here, shows the snow part of the storm consolidating in parts of Kentucky and Tennessee and as well as in Alabama. So so throughout the night, it's going to approach it's going to approach the Virginia area. A new scan just came in. It's approaching the Virginia area. There is some severe weather that is going on in parts of Florida and Georgia and even South Carolina, but that is not the main focus of this video. This right here is the main focus. In fact, there are winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings out in parts of Tennessee and Alabama right now. So even that is a very bizarre. We're basically in a very bizarre situation right here when it comes to that. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that's going on. First of all, they update. First of all, we are still expecting 3 to 7 inches of snow according to the National Weather Service down in Washington D.C. with wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. The District of Columbia, portions of Central Maryland, and Northern Virginia are in this part of it. It starts at 1 a.m. and goes until 4 p.m. tomorrow. So basically, what is going to happen here is that the precipitation will start coming around midnight to 3 a.m. or between midnight and 3 a.m. They'll start off as rain, but as the temperatures will be above freezing, and then as the night goes on, the temperatures are going to get colder. It's going to as it goes below, starts to get closer to freezing. We're going to be seeing some more freezing rain, then sleet, eventually transitioning to snow after that freezing mark hits. And after that, the snow is going to be very heavy for a while. In fact, I didn't touch base on this, but portions of southern Maryland and central and northern Virginia, the National Weather Service is issuing a winter storm warning with total snow accumulations of 5 to 8 inches, with winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. So if you're in Prince William County, if you're in Stafford County, if you're in if you're in that area, you're going to see 5 to 8 inches according to the NWS. We'll talk about the snow totals in more in depth in a second. Winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. I would do not drive in conditions like these. In fact, there are school closures going on right now in parts of Northern Virginia. For example, in Fairfax County, this Fairfax County School District is closed. In Loudoun County, the school district has delayed school for 2 hours. And in Prince William, it's closed. Stafford County, it's closed. Washington D.C. Washington C. I'm not sure if DC. I'm not sure if they've called it or not, but I do know there are quite a bit of quite a bit of school closures going on in parts of the DC suburbs as well as in Northern Virginia. In Richmond, you could see 4 to 6 inches of snow. So according to the NWS, but I want to take a look at this. This is Washington D.C. This is the winter storm warning. This is how much snow Accuweather is now estimating DC is going to get. They're now suggesting that their most likely outcome will be 6 to 10 inches of snow, starting at 5 a.m. and ending around 1 p.m. Which that's an interesting look at right there. This is the most likely outcome. 52% chance of it being 6 to 10, 39% for 3 to 6. 2% for 10 to 15, 1% for greater than 15, and 6% for less than 3. So, just basically, big picture is that the models that I'm seeing are seeing a more consistent, basically, just overall more of a snowfall than they were this afternoon. In fact, the GFS models, according to the latest simulation, has DC getting 10 to 15 inches of snow. The European model 9 to 10 inches. The high resolution Canadian 7 to 8 inches. So yeah, take these models with a grain of salt. Take these models with a grain of salt. I'm not saying we're going to see 7+ inches of snow. Anything can happen at this point. This is weather. But I do find it interesting that that sites such as Accuweather and several models are now suggesting a higher snow total for parts of DC. In fact, the Weather Channel, I checked this about an hour ago. I saw a map. They're saying DC could get 5 to 8 inches of snow out of this, and parts of Northern Virginia 8 to 12. So this is a very interesting thing to basically just keep an eye on. So yeah, this is what we're looking at right here. This part is what everyone is paying attention to. So yeah, if you're living in DC, it says 3 to 7 inches. I wouldn't bank on more. I wouldn't bank on more snowfall, but I would say that it is more than probable that more snowfall than 3 to 7 inches, according to the NWS, is possible. In fact, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check Washington D.C. weather. See what other sources have to say. This is from a few hours ago. 10-day forecast. Let's see. Yeah, they're saying 2 to 6 inches. They're saying 2 to 6 inches. Just it really depends on the source. Sites such as Accuweather, the Weather Channel, and the GFS and European models. By the way, those two models are used by the Weather Channel most often, and they're going for a more aggressive amount of snow right there. Just 5 to 8, 5 to 8, 6 to 10, 9 to 10, 10 to 15, 10 to 15 inches of snow. So I find this interesting. If you look at the latest run of the GFS, if you take a latest run, you see, I do find it interesting that DC is right there, and it is just south. It is the strongest part of the storm is according to the GFS, and this is likely going to happen. It's actually going to stay in Northern Virginia, move into Maryland and Delaware, and even into parts of New Jersey. So I just wanted to leave that there. So Washington D.C. is not in the strongest part of this storm. It is. I repeat, it is not in the strongest part of the storm. That honor goes to parts of Northern Virginia, such as Stafford County, parts of Prince William. Those areas right there. Yeah, parts of Prince William. A little bit of Fairfax County, but yeah, it's the strongest part of it's going to stay in Northern Virginia, and parts of the Mid-Atlantic and Maryland and Delaware. So you're still going to get a good amount of snow no matter what. But I just figured I'd just make that video just to show you what the possibilities are. With that being said, that's going to wrap up this update. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more updates on this developing situation. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, everybody.